Hi guys, it's Rachel with Rachel's Truth, and I just wanted to come on today to discuss something that transpired. I believe it was last week on my social media page. Somebody tried to come for me and steal my joy. But thanks for coming and viewing. If you aren't subscribed. Share this video on your social medias. Like, comment, and let me get this situated because I just set this up. Like, comment, and let's get this dialogue going. I just wanted to do this video because I don't know if you guys know, but I started this page to discuss trauma and healing, because throughout my life I did go through a lot of trauma, right? At a very young age, even into my adulthood, my teenage years, adulthood, right? So this is not staying. So I wanted to start this page to just kind of, create an avenue to help other people, right? So just a list of the things that I've gone through as far as molestation as a child, molestation as a teen, rape as a teen, and then just, going through divorce, death, and so on in my life and in my family. So there's been a lot of trauma, right? So my goal is basically just to help people and just to get my truth out there, that it can help someone, and just create an avenue for if people need to reach out or if they need someone to talk to. So I have had people reach out to me, inbox me, comment, and just wanting to get advice, different things. Just last week, a mother contacted me, asking for my advice because her daughter was going through a process of, she was raped recently, and she had their full support, but realizing that the process of prosecuting your rapist is a process, and it's not easy. I guess they were becoming frustrated, and she just wanted to know if they should continue. And of course I told them to continue, because it's something that I regret not doing as a teen, because I didn't have the support system. That's what I felt like anyways. And I felt like, the district attorney or whoever was questioning me, I felt like they were not on my side, like as if they were, victim blaming in a sense, and I didn't feel comfortable to return, right? So that's just some light information about that situation. So I've been posting more and more so recently. I've wanted to through the years, but I still had some work to do, with therapy and just going through life and finding myself and identity and so on and so forth, that I kind of held off, or, maybe I just wasn't ready to talk about it. But talking about it is therapeutic, and I write about it. So I haven't been talking about it as far as on a platform, but I do discuss it with other individuals. So things come up, I do mention it and talk about certain things, right? So I posted a video about consent, and just basically saying what consent is not, right? And then someone had the audacity to comment on my page, and I can't even bring it up, right? Someone had the audacity to comment on my page and say, I forgot what he said. This was on Instagram. He commented on my my page and said something like, "You're crazy. All you did was get someone in a lot of trouble. because your boyfriend found out that you cheated on him. Now listen, I don't know this person from a hole in the wall. They were following me and I didn't follow them back because I don't know them. I could possibly know them by face, but their account is private, was unable to see their pictures, but they were following me. So that was weird. For you to basically imply that I'm lying. Mind you, this is 20 years later, almost 20 years that this incident occurred when I was about, 16 years old? So to have that much passion and audacity to comment under my post talking about consent, not accusing anyone of anything, not even a caption accusing anyone of anything, for you to just come out of nowhere and comment and say that. At first I'm like, okay, maybe this is someone that my rapist knew, family, friend. But then I'm like, it could be him for all I know, making a fake account. I don't know. But it's just like, I'm like, at first I was like a little like, this is crazy. And then I was like, you know what? Thanks for the content. Thank you. Thank you for the content, because I'm working on my book. Thank you. Because like, it's so much victim blaming and shaming. And this is the reason why most people don't continue the process of prosecuting their rapist, is because they don't have a support system, right? And I just signed something that was a bill for Florida, which would legalize, rape victims having that support system and everything that they need. Like, it's something that is going to be mandated because it is so important. Me being 16 years old and not having that support system, not having someone to go with me along the way and be there and reaching out, like, that really made me fall through the cracks and not pursue something that inevitably and it affected me, right? It affected me in a way that, and I just realized this more and more over the years. Like, I never addressed the issue. I was young. I was in school. It happened. I went back to school and I act like it never happened. I didn't talk about it with anyone. So that was one of my defense mechanisms, just not talking about it, right? So it was never addressed, and I had people say things, and a lot of things I just block out, so I might not even remember, because a lot, after the rape, I blocked out a lot, right? So I remember the rape like it was yesterday, and there were a lot of things that I was struggling with that didn't escape me until maybe a few years ago. So trauma is real, and that's why I want to talk about it, and that's why I want to address it, and that's why I want to normalize therapy, and I want to normalize, just talking about this topic, and getting the education and resources to our children, and making sure that parents are talking to their sons about consent and normalizing that. So yeah, so this last few years has been all new for me, basically healing from certain things that were affecting me. And you'll learn more about it when my book comes out. But that's what I was dealing with. And I knew there was a chance that I can put myself out there and there would be someone who would have the audacity to do what that guy did. And so I was prepared, and I knew that going in this, that I would need to basically continue my therapy. Not that anything is wrong, but because I'm having camera malfunction issues. Not that anything is wrong, but because it's important that when you're going deeper and deeper into trauma, that you have the tools that you need to keep you on track and on course, because it's trauma, right? So even when the comment came through, I got a little shaky, because it was just like, you don't want to, I expected it, but when it happened, it was just like triggering, you know what I mean? So so to me, it's just crazy that someone would have the audacity to comment that. And it's been almost 20 years. It's been almost 20 years, and I'm losing my voice as I talk about this, but the devil's a liar. But it's been almost 20 years for you to have to say something like that, for you to victim blame and shame, is just, it's not warranted. It's not wanted. Like, who in their right mind would go through a rape and still be talking about it 20 years later, and they lied about it? I mean, not me, okay? So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. If you know someone who's been raped, if you know someone who's been molested, the best thing that you can do for them is to listen. The best thing you can do for them is have compassion. The best thing you can do for them is to tell them that you believe them. It will make all of the difference. It really would. That is what you can do for them, so that they can know that someone does believe them, and that they have a support system, and that they can pursue this, and that they will have people beside them that will make them stronger, that will give them the courage to continue doing something that is ultimately going to help them in the future, because it affects you. When you don't pursue something like that, it definitely affects you. And the reasons that I didn't pursue, I've given you guys two, which have to do with, not having a support system, like I felt like I didn't, and the fact that I felt like no one believed me because I had a troubled childhood. So it was easy not to believe Rachel, right? So that's the thing. Not having those two things. But then there's also other factors that you'll learn about when my book comes out, right? So I think it's important for us to talk about this. Very, very important, because if you know anyone, like I said, please be there for them. Please listen, please show compassion. Please tell them that you believe them. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. It really does. And just checking in on them is important constantly. If you know someone, take them out, pray for them. That's important too. And that was the first place I went to. I believe it was like the next day, my mother brought me to the church, and I was on the altar, right? I was hurt, I was broken, and that's where I needed to go, and that's where I went. So whatever you need to do, you do it. You be there for them, because they need it. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and say that real quick. My video is not really up to par, but I needed to get that out. I was gonna do it like so quick when it happened, and I was like, oh, let me just wait, and let it settle. But it's settled, and I'm good, and I'm thankful for the content, because there's a lot of people out there who don't know my story that I went to school with, and they just assumed, right? Because I didn't talk about it. But guess what? It happened to me. It was real. I told the truth, and this is Rachel's truth. Thank you for viewing. You can share my video, comment, subscribe, and like the video. All right? Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you guys soon.